Some Hollywood actors, including action stars and Oscar winners, have outstanding educational backgrounds. Many went on to further their education before, during, or following their careers as actors. Shocking admirers with degrees in literature, psychology, and biological engineering. However, who are these celebrities, and what credentials do they possess? From Harvard graduate Natalie Portman to PhD-holding neurologist Mayim Bialik, these performers have demonstrated that their intelligence extends well beyond the screen. Follow us as we reveal the performers with the highest education levels and incredible academic paths. Natalie Portman has a bachelor's in psychology. She overcame this internal conflict by grabbing her Harvard degree. "I felt like there'd been some mistake," she later recalled, "that I wasn't smart enough to be in this company and that every time I opened my mouth I'd have to prove that I wasn't just a dumb actress." Soon after the debut of Star Wars, she became well known and demonstrated her intelligence with a paper trail. Allison Williams is a Yale grad. The actress of Girls, Allison Williams, made a lot of poor choices while playing Marnie in the show. She abandoned her chosen career path to pursue music even though she couldn't carry a tune. While Marnie was almost a picnic sandwich, Allison wasn't. The actress had to graduate from Yale University before pursuing a career in acting. While a freshman at Yale, she studied archaeology and English, but was not cast in the school's major musical. Rather than that, she joined the improv club and found that comedy was her calling. Sacha Baron Cohen graduated from Cambridge. During the 1990s, Sacha Baron Cohen became well known for creating and playing the character Ali G, who was obsessed with jungle music and illiterate. Since then, Cohen has established himself as a mainstay in the Hollywood industry by portraying dunderheads like Borat. You may be surprised to hear that Cohen, born in London, attended a private school before enrolling in Christ's College, Cambridge, one of the most esteemed universities in the country. Having joined the university's Dramatic Society, he received an upper second-class degree in history. It's difficult to think he would be sincere, is it not? Will Ferrell has a bachelor's in sports information. Will Ferrell earned a Bachelor of Arts in Sports Information from the University of Southern California in 1990. Ferrell was awarded an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree from the same university in 2017. In actuality, the Sports Information program had been discontinued. Ferrell continued, "Yes, you heard me, sports information. It was a difficult, arduous program that they discontinued 8 years after I left. Those of us with sports information degrees are an elite group. We're like the Navy SEALs of USC graduates. There are very few of us, and there was a high dropout rate." Mayim Bialik is a literal neuroscientist. From 1991 to 1995, Mayim Bialik gained recognition for her performance as the lead character in the NBC sitcom Blossom. Blossom was not stupid, but she frequently found herself in her world as she struggled with not having a mother. Mayim possesses the intelligence that makes most of us look foolish, even though it was primarily undiscovered for years. Her PhD in neuroscience sets her apart from most actresses' credentials. She's published books on parenting and puberty. Even though she returned to television as the knowledgeable Amy in The Big Bang Theory, she's still actively involved in medicine. Ashton Kutcher has a bachelor's in biochemical engineering. We're not gonna punch you. Even though Ashton Kutcher is among the funniest individuals in entertainment, he's not ignorant, even though people frequently think he's an airhead. The much-talented celebrity graduated in 1996 from the University of Iowa. One of the more difficult majors to study, biochemical engineering, is what he obtained his degree in. His goal is to find a treatment for his brother's cardiac condition. That's a humorous yet honorable man, I must say. David Duchovny has a master's degree from Yale. David Duchovny's part in The X-Files isn't as well known to millennials. Instead, he's praised for being the wild writer and social misfit that Hank Moody was in Californication. You can't blame yourself for supposing that Duchovny might also be a bit of a dunce if you've ever watched the show. He's not. Before receiving his master's degree from Yale, he graduated from Princeton University with a BA in English literature. He dreamed of writing screenplays, therefore he considered playing as a study. He had no idea that he'd give up his PhD to pursue acting full-time. I thought, well, if I'm going to write things that are going to be performed by actors, then it's probably helpful for me to know something about what that's like, he said. Carrie Underwood has a degree in mass communications. Carrie Underwood is an accomplished person. You may or may not know, but Underwood made it through the American Idol auditions. She decided to return to Oklahoma to complete her degree once she won. She was just 3 credits shy of graduating from Northeastern State University when she left to go on American Idol. She returned to school and completed her Bachelor of Mass Communications degree, concentrating in journalism. She also earned a magna cum laude degree. Bradley Cooper has a bachelor's in English. Bradley Cooper, the man, the myth, and the legend, has an excellent command of the English language. He attended Georgetown University and read a lot of literature for every class he took. He was ecstatic when GQ questioned him about his initial experience with Paradise Lost. His thesis was based on Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. He read Romeo and Juliet at the university library with tears in his eyes and was quite passionate about this degree. Rebel Wilson has a law degree. Rebel Wilson, one of the most well-liked characters from Pitch Perfect, told Seth Meyers that she did, in fact, graduate from law school in 2009. The University of New South Wales was her school of study. Wilson remarked, "Many people think I'm stupid, but no, I graduated from a school like the Harvard of Australia. Law isn't an easy topic to study, so congratulations to Wilson on this outstanding achievement." J.K. Rowling has a degree in French. The creator of Harry Potter is a multilingual genius. J.K. Rowling completed her studies at the University of Exeter, majoring in French, Greek, and Roman studies. Her parents had hoped that she would pursue a degree in a trade, but that had not happened. A compromise was reached that, in retrospect, satisfied nobody, and I went up to study modern languages, she stated. Hardly had my parents' car rounded the corner at the end of the road, and then I ditched German and scuttled off down the classics corridor. James Franco is a PhD student at Yale. Even though James Franco has become more divisive lately, he's still a celebrity. Well, he plays the stereotypical dumb stoner in films like Pineapple Express and The End. His peculiar behavior occasionally lands him in hot water. James is a bright guy who earned a master's degree in fine arts from Columbia University. He spent most of his adult life deeply committed to his studies, combining acting with a PhD program at Yale. He told the Washington Post, "I go to school because I love being around people who are interested in what I'm interested in." Danai Gurira has a bachelor's in social psychology. For years, Danai Gurira played a nasty character in The Walking Dead. Her roles in Avengers and Black Panther made an even bigger impression. But in 2001, she was a student at Macalester College in Minnesota, long before she became Wakanda. "I was looking at race, population, gender, and how we psychologically function in a way that affects our societal outcomes around those issues," she stated to Rolling Stone. It was there that she obtained her degree in social psychology. Brian May has a PhD in astrophysics. In the 1970s, Brian May, from the band Queen, graduated with honors from the Bachelor's of Science in Physics program. In 2007, he returned to Imperial College, London, to complete his doctorate in astrophysics. The dynamics of interplanetary dust were the subject of his doctoral thesis. To me, that seems rock and roll. Ken Jeong is a doctor of medicine. Yes, Ken Jeong is a licensed medical professional. Yeah, the same guy from The Hangover who leaped out of a trunk while nude. He received his medical degree from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill School of Medicine in 1995. Ken Jeong is no longer a medical practitioner. Since he's put himself into acting, we believe he made the right decision. Lionel Richie has a bachelor's in economics. Lionel Richie earned his bachelor's degree in economics at Tuskegee Institute. There, he met the players who would go on to play with his first band, the Commodores. He graduated in 1974. While on tour, he had to put his studies on hold, but he eventually returned to get his degree. Weird Al Yankovic has a bachelor's in architecture. Weird Al Yankovic received a Bachelor of Arts in Architecture from California Polytechnic State University. Soon after graduating, he realized architecture wasn't the right career path. He decided to work in the mailroom of a Culver City radio firm during the day and pursue his musical endeavors in his free time. His music career eventually took off, and the rest is history. David Spade has a bachelor's in business. David Spade may not seem like a serious businessman to you, yet in 1986, he earned a bachelor's degree in business from Arizona State University. Even as a college student, he entertained audiences with stand-up routines and made them laugh. He ultimately decided to pursue comedy full-time. Freddie Highmore has a bachelor's in Spanish and Arabic. Freddie Highmore believed that attending college and earning a degree was crucial despite his early success as an actor. In 2014, he graduated with a bachelor's degree in Spanish and Arabic from Cambridge's Emmanuel College. He graduated with a double first, the British term for first-class honors. Julia Stiles graduated from Columbia College. When Julia Stiles was a Columbia University student, she was already well known for her parts in films like 10 Things I Hate About You and Save the Last Dance. She earned a degree in English literature from the esteemed institution in 2005. Stiles reminisced to people about her time studying while an actor, saying there were some really funny, weird moments, like a limo for the MTV Movie Awards pulling up in front of my dormitory with my name on it. Gene Simmons has a bachelor in education. Could you picture KISS frontman Gene Simmons working as a middle school teacher? He holds a bachelor's degree in education from Richmond College and an associate's degree from Sullivan County Community College. In 1970, shortly after completing his education, he established KISS and even taught 6th grade before he became the Demon. Rooney Mara has a bachelor's in psychology, international social policy, and nonprofits. Rooney Mara received her degree from New York University's Gallatin School of Individualized Study in 2010. She earned a bachelor's degree in many fields with more knowledge than most individuals could hope to absorb. The creation of charitable organizations, worldwide social policy, and psychology seem heavy subjects to study. Lisa Kudrow has a bachelor's in biology. Lisa Kudrow's father was a well-known doctor and researcher who studied headaches. Lisa had intended to be an actor before she became interested in acting. She worked on her father's research team while earning a Bachelor of Arts in Biology from Vassar College. Eva Longoria has a master's in Chicano Studies. California State University Northridge awarded Eva Longoria a Master of Arts in Chicano Studies in 2013. She also graduated from Texas A&M University with a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. Eva Longoria exclaimed, "You're never too old or too busy to continue your education," after receiving her master's degree. Gabrielle Union has a bachelor's in sociology. Gabrielle Union graduated from the University of California, Los Angeles, with a Bachelor of Science in sociology. Her initial goal was to become a lawyer after completing her undergraduate degree. She began working at a modeling agency in her last year of college, and the business owner pushed her to pursue a career in modeling. Not long after graduating, she began acting. In any case, acting is far more glamorous than law. Wanda Sykes has a bachelor's in marketing. Comedian Wanda Sykes graduated from Hampton University with a marketing degree in 1986. Using her degree, she obtained employment as a contract specialist at the NSA. She gave humor a shot for the first time in 1987. She quit her job in marketing once it became apparent to everyone how funny she was and started working as a full-time comedian. Chris Martin has a degree in Latin and Greek. Chris Martin, the frontman for Coldplay, got to know his bandmates when he was a University College London student. But he didn't abandon his education to focus on his music. He balanced his studies and music, earning a first-class honors degree in ancient Latin and Greek studies. Ron Jeremy has a master's in special education. To put it delicately, adult film actor Ron Jeremy has an unexpected academic background. He earned a Master of Education in Special Education from Queens College. He chose to pursue a career in adult films because his income as a teacher was low. In the corporate world, we refer to that as a complete 180. Rowan Atkinson has a master's in electrical engineering. Although Rowan Atkinson, who brings Mr. Bean to life, may not be the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, he's a master with light bulbs of all types. He graduated from Queen's College, Oxford, with a Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Even as a university student, he was performing. Ultimately, he abandoned his career in electronics to become a legendary figure in comedy. John Cleese has a bachelor's in law. If not for Monty Python, John Cleese would have been a lawyer. He graduated after earning a Bachelor of Laws from Downing College in Cambridge. He became a member of the renowned Cambridge Footlights Theater Group, where he met Graham Chapman, his writing partner, and fell in love with humor. One never plans on making a quick career change. Vinnie Guadagnino has a bachelor's in political science. Vinnie Guadagnino of Jersey Shore graduated from the College of Staten Island with a Bachelor of Arts in political science. Remarkably, he earned a 3.9 grade point average upon graduation. In addition, he claims to have a master's in women. Perhaps he ought to have obtained a master's in something other, such as using appropriate language or acting politely. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a bachelor's in international business and economics. Arnold Schwarzenegger's tenure as California's governor might not have been as shocking as we all assumed. The University of Wisconsin Superior awarded the man best known as the Terminator a Bachelor of Science in International Business and Economics. His enormous muscles and brains are equally stunning. Hugh Laurie has a bachelor's in anthropology and archaeology. Hugh Laurie was raised in an educated household. For the Lauries, becoming an academic was almost a family tradition. Hugh received his bachelor's degree from Cambridge's Selwyn College. His majors were archaeology and anthropology, with a focus on social anthropology. I wonder if his acting career benefited from all that anthropology coursework. Aziz Ansari has a bachelor's in marketing. Aziz Ansari, the creator of Master of None, has advanced rapidly in the entertainment sector. It's incredible how he went from having a small part in Parks and Recreation to developing and starring in his show. Does that have anything to do with his New York University marketing degree? He initially seemed interested in starting his own business, and in many respects, he is. During his time at NYU, he said in an interview, "It was such a weird culture." He deserved it, though, as he coasted by. J. Cole has a bachelor's in communications. The gifted and intelligent rapper Jay-Z was the first to sign with his label, Roc Nation. J. Cole, or Jermaine Cole, pursued his music goals with attending St. John's University in New York. As president of the Black Student Union, Cole would play live on campus and create music in his spare time. Cole majored in communications and minored in business, graduating in 2007 summa cum laude. However, he didn't receive his degree until 2015 because he had unpaid fees and owed money for a lost library book. Courtney Kardashian has a bachelor's in theater's arts. The eldest Kardashian sister had to consider navigating life without all the fame and wealth before the family became well known. For this reason, Courtney Kardashian spent 2 years at Southern Methodist University in Dallas. She then decided to complete her undergraduate studies at the University of Arizona. She minored in Spanish and received a degree in theater arts in 2002. Courtney lived as though she would never have to work as hard again until the terrible footage featuring Kim was exposed. Ben McKenzie has a bachelor's in economics and foreign affairs. Who was aware of OC and Gotham? The star was so expertly executed. Ben McKenzie studied at the University of Virginia, where he earned his degree in Foreign Affairs and Economics in 2001. Later, he reflected on how fortunate he felt to have this chance. He later told the school's alumni magazine, "Studying economics and foreign affairs during the day and performing on stage at night were a true blessing. I'm not sure I would have had the opportunity to receive such a well-rounded education anywhere else." John Legend has a bachelor's in English. Now, two A-listers committed themselves fully to the English major. John Legend graduated from the University of Pennsylvania with a bachelor's degree in English, focusing on African-American literature. He enrolled in school at the tender age of 16 and completed his studies in 1999. During his studies, the EGOT winner sang with the a cappella group Counterparts. Legend seemed to have always been destined to become a true legend at some point. Dr. Oz is an accomplished cardiothoracic surgeon. It's undeniable that most doctors on television have dubious backgrounds. Usually they're just quacks who profit from the medical aspect of television. But that isn't the case here. Despite being praised as one of the biggest idiots on TV, Dr. Oz is anything but. According to the New York Times, he's performed 5,000 open heart surgeries and a successful lung transplant, making him one of the most accomplished cardiothoracic surgeons of his generation. Even though his show features people running around obstacle courses made of enormous body parts, who of us can say that? Conan OBrien is a Harvard grad. Conan OBrien, the wisecracking late-night presenter, doesn't strictly come across as stupid, but talk show hosts aren't usually this smart. He majored in literature and history at Harvard University, with his gift for humor won out even then. In 1985, his peers dubbed him the preeminent jokester. He also served as president of Harvard Lampoon, a semi-secret social group that issued a humor magazine. His 72-page thesis examined Flannery O'Connor and William Faulkner. He received a magna cum laude degree and still has positive memories of his time in college. Harry Hill is a neuroscientist. Though he may not be as well known in the U.S., British comic Harry Hill has enjoyed a great success on television in that country. The comedian who won a BAFTA has a silly style and frequently dons oversized collared shirts. In essence, he resembles a walking cartoon. At 28, Harry received his big break in 1992, but comedy wasn't his initial professional decision. He has a degree in neuroscience from the University of London. Despite his comedy career, he remains a medical practitioner in England. He later gave up medicine because he didn't feel in control of what was happening. Rashida Jones has a degree in comparative religion from Harvard. Ivy League graduate Rashida Jones attended Harvard University. Initially pursuing a legal degree, Jones shifted her focus to comparative religion. After earning her Harvard University degree in 1997, she became well known in Hollywood. Jones wasn't simply drawn to performing. While attending Harvard, she participated in several on-campus productions and contributed to creating musicals. Without her involvement in the amusing TV sitcom Parks and Rec, it's impossible to envision the show. Gerard Butler has a law degree. After graduating from the University of Glasgow School of Law, Gerard Butler got a position as a trainee attorney at a legal business. Butler eventually acknowledged that his love of partying caused him to frequently skip work. Butler left his legal degree behind to pursue his acting career and relocated to Los Angeles when he reached 25. Butler's extremely unconventional decision to seek a second job was successful. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has a degree in criminology and physiology. Although Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's admirers know he played football at the University of Miami, did you also know that he earned a Bachelor's of General Studies degree in physiology and criminology? In 1995, The Rock received his degree from the institution. A potential NFL career was cut short for Johnson due to a knee injury. Instead, he became a wrestler and followed in his father's footsteps. As we now know, he became one of Hollywood's most sought-after stars because he chose not to pursue a career in police enforcement. Brook Shields has a degree in French literature from Princeton. Despite spending decades in the public eye, Brook Shields managed to enroll at Princeton University at some point in her life. Shields decided to major in French literature for her bachelor's degree. Her final dissertation was The Initiation, From Innocence to Experience, the pre-adolescent and adolescent journey in the films of Louis Malle, Pretty Baby, and Lacombe Lucien. Danica McKellar, Mathematics. Danica McKellar took a different route after receiving her college degree than many celebrities on our list, who became famous actors and television personalities. After wrapping up her hugely successful TV series, the Wonder Years actress enrolled at the University of California. She graduated from the university with a degree in mathematics. McKellar co-authored the scientific publication Percolation and Gibbs States Multiplicity for ferromagnetic Ashton-Teller models on 2 dimensions, or Z2. Dexter Holland from The Offspring has an impressive PhD. Dexter Holland, the guitarist from The Offspring, received a Bachelor's of Science from the University of California, a Master's of Science in Biology as well, in the study of molecules. He was forced to give up his dreams of attending college to concentrate on music when The Offspring became rock sensations. Never giving up on his PhD ambitions, Holland stated in a 1995 interview that he would rather be a 40-year-old college professor than continue to be a rock star guitarist. Holland received his PhD in molecular biology in 2017. He even co-authored a report in 2013 called Identification of Human MicroRNA-like Sequences Embedded Within the Protein Encoding Genes of the Human Immunodeficiency Virus. Shaquille ONeal has a doctorate in education. Although Shaquille ONeal may be most recognized for his 4 NBA championship rings and participation in the 1996 gold medal-winning USA men's basketball team, his remarkable career doesn't stop there. Shaq also holds an Ed.D. in Human Resource Development from Miami Shores, Florida's Barry University. A year after he left the NBA, Shaq received his doctorate. The topic of his capstone thesis for his doctorate is The Duality of Humor and Aggression in Leadership Styles. Bad Religion singer Greg Graffin has a PhD in zoology. Greg Graffin of Bad Religion co-founded the SoCal punk group at 15. Graffin continued to help his bandmates while attending UCLA to study geology and anthropology and get a double major. Graffin later finished his master's degree at the same institution. Years later, Graffin, already a true rock star, went to Cornell University to get his PhD in zoology. The doctoral thesis held by Graffin bears the title Evolution, Monism, Atheism, and the Natural Worldview, Perspectives from Evolutionary Biology. Supermodel Christy Turlington has a master's in public health from Columbia. Supermodel Christy Turlington became well-known and is now regarded as a style icon. She holds a master's degree in public health as well. Turlington shot to fame at 17 when she starred in the music video for the Duran Duran song Notorious. Following years of success in the fashion industry, Turlington returned to her studies, earning a BA with honors from NYU's Gallatin School of Individualized Study in 1999 in Eastern Philosophy and Comparative Religion. She would later graduate from Columbia University's Mailman School of Public Health with a master's degree in public health. She actively promotes global women's health projects using her prominence and advanced degree. Ashley Judd earned her master's in public administration from Harvard University. After winning over country music fans, actress Ashley Judd made her big screen debut. Judd claims that her early years were somewhat chaotic and that during 12 years she attended 13 different schools. Judd eventually made it to the University of Kentucky, where she majored in French despite a great deal of hardship in her school career. Judd opted to join the Peace Corps and missed her graduation. Judd decided to enroll in Harvard University's JFK School of Government for a Master of Public Administration program after completing her voluntary work. Art Garfunkel has a few degrees. Even after becoming well-known, legendary musician Art Garfunkel continued to pursue his undergraduate education. After graduating high school, the Simon and Garfunkel singer majored in architecture at Columbia University. He then received an MA in mathematics education from Teachers College, Columbia University, in 1965 after receiving a BA in art history. Even as his band reached new heights of popularity, Garfunkel continued his studies towards a PhD in the latter field. He dropped out because he had a busy schedule. Mike Marshall earned a few degrees in kinesiology. Mike Marshall attended Michigan State University before playing in Major League Baseball for several organizations, including the LA Dodgers, Atlanta Braves, and New York Mets. The future Major League Baseball player graduated with a BA, an MA, and a PhD in kinesiology from that university. Marshall completed the latter degree in 1978. With adequate knowledge, Marshall hoped to create a pitching technique that would lessen and eventually completely eradicate pitching arm injuries. Joseph Gordon-Levitt has a poetry and history degree. Actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt, well known for his roles in small and large films, is more than just a man attempting to break into the Hollywood industry. Gordon-Levitt attended college and stayed long enough to receive a degree. The actor relocated to New York in 1999 after completing his study at Van Nuys High School in California. He enrolled at Columbia University and finally earned a French poetry and history degree. Ray Romano wanted to be an accountant. Before leading in the comedy Everyone Loves Raymond, Emmy Award-winning comedian and actor Ray Romano had aspirations. The actor desired to be an accountant, the opposite of an actor. Following his high school graduation, Romano enrolled at Queens College in New York, deciding to major in accounting. It's uncertain if Romano completed his education to obtain the degree. Dolph Lundgren has a master's in chemical engineering. Dolph Lundgren, best known for his part in the Rocky film series, may surprise fans with a surprising revelation. He's pretty intelligent. He never made it to MIT, choosing instead to pursue a career in acting. The actor's biography states that he attended the Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm, completing his master's degree in chemical engineering on an exchange program with the University of Sydney in Australia. Graduating at the head of his class, Dolph was awarded a Fulbright scholarship to the prestigious Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Boston. Laverne Cox studied creative writing, then dance. Laverne Cox, well known for a role as Sophia in Orange is the New Black, went to college before deciding to pursue a career in acting. She first studied creative writing at the Alabama School of Fine Arts before transferring to pursue dance. Subsequently, she attended Indiana University Bloomington and moved to New York City to attend Marymount Manhattan College. She changed her studies there from classical ballet to acting. Blac Chyna earned her doctorate. Rapper, model, and TV personality Angela Renee White, better known by her stage name as Blac Chyna, attended graduate school to obtain her doctorate. She was awarded an honorary degree. I received my doctorate of liberal arts from Sacramento Theological Seminary and Bible College on January 17, 2023. She wrote on Instagram to her followers. Angela Renee White, MD. Sam Hunt majored in philosophy, but graduated with a business degree. Sam Hunt was more interested in playing football before becoming well-known in the country music scene. To pursue this dream, he attended Middle State Tennessee University. After failing to play a game, Hunt transferred to the University of Alabama, where he majored in philosophy and graduated with a business degree in economics. He didn't perform often at UAB, but he learned how to play the acoustic guitar independently after practices, a skill that proved helpful later on. America Ferrera completed her degree in 2013. America Ferrera is a Golden Globe-winning actress who's made people fall in love with roles on television shows and films like Barbie and Ugly Betty. Even more astounding is that she was a presidential scholarship recipient at the University of Southern California. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon